We're matching today a little bit.
Yeah.
Not only are we wearing the same color,
No, we
we're
have
both wearing Buon Appetito.
Sí.
Didn't plan that. One thing that I love about living here in Italy with you is all the feasts. There are a lot of feasts. Life is marked by feasts. In fact, one could say that life is just nothing but a series of feasts.
More or less.
And when you're eating one feast, you're planning the next one.
You need to know what you are going to prepare for the next feast. Also because every feast in Italy has its own traditional food.
Exactly. There are Christmas feasts, New Year's Eve feasts, Ferragosto summer feasts,
Carnevale.
Carnevale, Martedì Grasso. But one feast is king.
And that feast is Easter.
Every year it seems to be like a developing tradition where we sort of around this time of year as Easter approaches, we pick kind of a new recipe, a new Easter recipe. In fact, thinking about it, I think we could have an entire YouTube channel just dedicated to all of the different Easter recipes in Italy.
Maybe it will be not enough.
Maybe not. And this year we have one that's kind of interesting because it seems to be possibly the most popular Easter recipe in all of Italy.
Yes, because actually last year the most popular recipe that it was searched on the web was the recipe of this dish. It's very regional, but because it's so beautiful, it's so good, everyone from Piedmont to Sicily, we want to make it.
This is a dish that I've seen before because it comes from Naples, and Neapolitans love to put their food right up in the window for you to drool over.
Also because they have all the right to do this.
They
so
definitely do. But still to this day, I've never actually tried it, so this is completely new to me.
Because it's not a very quick dish.
Okay.
Like
most Easter recipes.
We need to start.
All right, let's get going.
What we are going to do can be considered a sort of bread. It isn't a bread, it's a sort of bread. For us, it isn't a bread, but I can understand how if someone sees this can say, okay, it's a bread. By the way, we need to make a dough. I'm going to use flour. This is 00 flour, but this is Manitoba flour.
Feliz Navidad!
Because this dough is an enriched dough, so we need a very strong flour with a high protein content. Then we need yeast, salt, black pepper, water, a little bit of honey that will help rise the dough in a very good way. And because this is a traditional recipe from Campania, we need some lard. So we're starting with pouring the flour into the mixer bowl. Yes, you can do this by hands, but if you have a stand mixer, it's easier, it's faster, and maybe the dough it will be better. We add some yeast, fresh grated black pepper, and here you can put the quantity that actually you like. So if you like it more peppery, you put more. If you like less peppery, you put less. A teaspoon of honey. And we can start to mix it on low speed. We start with adding half of the water. Then we can add the salt and the rest of the water. And when a rough dough is formed, we can start adding a little bit of the time the lard. It's very important that the dough absorbs the lard that we put inside before we add more lard. And we keep mixing until all the dough is smooth and is attached to the hook of the machine. Now the dough is ready, and the only thing that we need to do is just work it a little bit with our hands to make it smoother. And now we place it back in the bowl, we cover with plastic paper, and we let it rise until it doubles in size, which means 2.5 hours, 3 hours, depending on the temperature of your house.
While the dough rests, it's a perfect time to talk about your rest, or perhaps your lack of rest. March is Sleep Awareness Month. 1 out of 3 adults do not get the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. That negatively impacts our cardiovascular health, immune function. It makes us more susceptible to obesity, depression, heart disease. One of the best things you can do to improve your sleep right away is replace that old uncomfortable mattress. Back in the US, Ava and I went through quite a few mattresses trying to get a good night's sleep without success until we found today's video sponsor, Helix. Ava was having back issues at the time. I was having a problem where I would sleep too hot during the night, and our new Helix mattress solved those problems. Helix sleep mattresses are customized for you. Everybody's a little different. Some people sleep better on a firm mattress. Some people sleep better on a soft mattress. Maybe you sleep on your back. Maybe you sleep on your side or your stomach. With over 20 mattress models, plus a bunch of different mattress toppers for even further customization, they are sure to have the perfect sleep solution for you. We took the Helix Sleep Quiz. In just a few minutes, you answer some questions about maybe some of the problems you're having while you sleep. What position do you like to sleep in? Do you sleep hot? Do you sleep cold? And then Helix will pair you with the perfect mattress. Shipping is free in the US. The mattress comes rolled up in a box. It's super easy to set up, and you can be sure that it's perfect for you because you have 120 nights to test it out. Ava and I did not need 120 nights. We woke up after the first night, we're like, that's what it's supposed to feel like. If it's not exactly what you needed, returns and exchanges are super easy. Plus, every Helix mattress comes with a lifetime warranty. Don't lose any more important sleep. Visit helixsleep.com/pastagrammar to take advantage of their Sleep Awareness Month flash sale and get 20% off site-wide. Be on the lookout for additional sales on the Helix site. A big thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video.
After about 3 hours, the dough should look like that. And now is the moment in which we need to stuff it. It's a very, very soft dough.
It looks amazing, and it smells really good. It smells peppery and fatty and delicious.
So you have 2 ways in which you can spread your dough. You can do by your hands like I'm doing, because as I said, it's a very soft dough. Or if you prefer to be more precise, you can always use a rolling pin. Here I have all my stuffings, but this is what I choose to put inside, and this is what is very close to the traditional one. But feel free also to adjust all these elements based on what you like and also on what you have in your fridge. I'm using the traditional salami that is used for this dish, which is a salami that is completely without spicy pepper, so it's a very sweet salami. Then I'm going to use pancetta. For the pancetta, what I had in my fridge was the spicy Calabrian pancetta, so I'm going to use this. If you don't have and you need to go to buy a normal pancetta, or if you want to substitute the pancetta with the prosciutto cotto, you can do with the mortadella, you can do, feel free to adjust based on your taste. About the cheeses, because we need cheeses for this dish, I'm going to use grated pecorino, grated parmigiano, provola, which is a very sweet cheese and is what you in America call provolone, actually. And I'm going to use also provolone piccante, the spicy one, which is a much more sharp cheese than what you find in America. You can use, I don't know, very, very sharp cheddar. We need something to, how do you say, give a punch to our mouth. Then I'm going to use inside also some hard-boiled eggs. There are 2 kinds of traditional version of this dish. The one that uses eggs inside and outside, and the one that uses eggs just outside.
That is going to make no sense until they see what you mean by eggs on the outside.
But keep in mind this small information. Keep in mind this small information. And then obviously, we used the lard before, so we need some more lard. We start with the lard. Now, this is a dish that requires, at this stage, hands-on. So, we need to take some lard and actually spread it inside. After we spread the lard all over our dough, we can add the pecorino, parmigiano. We need a stripe of dough. We will need. So keep this on a side. You can keep stuffing it with what we call salumi, which means salame e pancetta. Then we spread the cheese. And last but not least, the hard-boiled eggs. Obviously, we need to remove, how do you call it? We call it guscio. How do you call it?
Shell.
The shell. Before we bake it, we need to give them a shape. And the traditional shape is the shape of big donuts. The dish that is used in Italy, traditional, to bake it, is a dish that is a little bit complicated to find outside of Italy. What you can do is use one of these that I'm going to use so I can show you how it works in the same way. The only difference is that this one is smaller, while the one that is used traditionally is a little bit bigger. It's very, very important that you, how do you say, you lard your dish?
Grease.
You grease your dish
with lard.
With lard. Come on, lard your dish.
Lard your dish.
It's better.
Lard deserves its own verb.
I think so. And now is the moment to roll it. So be sure also to close in a very good way, otherwise when it will bake, then we will lose all the cheese and all what we have inside. And because the edges here are a little bit more empty, what I suggest you to do is actually try to spread a little bit of the stuffing, so you can have some also here.
So you're kind of pushing it out towards the
Yes. So we know that everyone can have.
You don't want to be the person ending up with that slice.
Actually, every time is one of the best, for me, is one of the best parts. Close very well the edges, otherwise we will lose everything. Now you will understand what I meant before when I said eggs inside and eggs outside, because we need 3 raw eggs. And what we do is we place the eggs outside. And with the rest of the dough that we have left, we need just to make strips, and we are going to close our eggs. And now we need to cover it in plastic paper and let it rise for about 2 hours, always depending on the temperature that you have at home. If it's a pretty cold home, maybe you need 2 hours and a half, 3 hours.
2 hours later.
So this is how it should look after more or less 2 hours.
So ready to bake now?
No, because we need more lard.
Oh, of course.
So we need to put some lard on the exterior part. Not a lot, just a little bit. can bake it at 180 degrees Celsius, that is more or less 355 Fahrenheit, for about 50 minutes, 1 hour. It depends from your oven.
Oh, finally. It's just been close to an hour of it filling up with this amazing smell in here.
And now we need to wait until it cools down a little bit.
Ah! I love how much Italians just do not mess around when it comes to Easter. This is a thing of beauty.
This is a thing of beauty, and this is one of the most traditional dishes that is served for Easter.
And apparently one of the most popular, the most searched for at least.
And maybe there is a reason why.
I'm hoping so. It smells like there's a reason
Maybe
why.
there is a reason. So the name of this dish is Casatiello. And everyone who is from Italy is very familiar with the Casatiello. It's traditionally from the city of Naples because something so beautiful.
This is the most Neapolitan recipe.
Something so beautiful, so, how do you say suntuoso? Suntuoso is something
know. What does that
like
mean?
magnificent.
Okay.
Royalty, something.
Okay.
Anyway, something
Yeah,
like
I
this
like it.
can come just from Naples. Because it's so good and was so well appreciated by not just Napolitan people, but from all over Italy, the Napolitans, they start to do another version that is absolutely the same, is served all year around, with the only exception that it doesn't have the eggs on top.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because I've like seen this in a lot of shop windows and stuff around Naples all year round, and it looks very similar, but I didn't see those eggs. Now,
Yes.
well, that makes sense.
So with the eggs, you have the eggs outside, you have the Casatiello. Without the eggs outside, you have the Tortano. The Tortano is available all year around. The Casatiello is available just on Easter.
Now, finally, I can eat my first Casatiello.
I can't wait because I know how it tastes, and it's so...
It smells, yeah, I need to just, it smells so good.
We need just to eat it. Now you can eat this warm, not hot out of the oven because you will burn your mouth, but warm and also room temperature. Traditionally, is made on the Thursday before Easter.
Oh, okay.
And is meant to last at least until Monday, because Monday...
It's not gonna, but
Because
it's meant to.
It's meant to, because Monday is the day in which usually Italians, they go and have a picnic. But I don't know if actually can last until
I don't think so. Buon appetito. No, that's not lasting till Monday.
Speechless.
I've had a lot of amazing, even if we're just talking about from Naples, a lot of amazing sort of stuffed breads. Sometimes they call them pizzas, like different things like this. I think this is the best.
But I told you that it's royalty.
Yeah.
It's a piece of royalty. That's amazing.
No, this is like the king. Everyone, when they think about Naples, they think about pizza. One of the things that I've learned about Neapolitan food that I love a lot are the taralli that are made with lard and pepper. We have a recipe, Eva made them once. And that flavor to me now is just like, when I think about Naples, it's like that's one of the first flavors that comes to mind. And this, because it has that pepper and it's obviously a very lardy dough, it's like that, but plus salami and
Nice.
cheese. Yeah, it's just fantastic.
When people think about Naples and they just think about pizza, and I'm saying this as a person who loves pizza more than anything else in life. It's my favorite food. I would eat pizza 24 hours a day for all my life. But thinking about Naples, just in terms of pizza, you are just making the biggest mistake. Because Naples has so much to offer every single day of the year that pizza can be put, I know that I'm saying this, it's a blasphemy, but it can be put on a side sometimes. When it comes to Easter, when it comes to
Can you imagine eating
festivity-
pizza for Easter?
Absolutely not.
No, you want this. This is what you
You want this.
This
When
is what
it comes
you need
for
to
a
eat.
festivity, you want something like that. Something that is fat, is rich, is royal, is noble, it makes you feel good.
This eats pizza for breakfast. I don't know what to say other than this has to be just one of the most delicious things ever.
Now, this is something that is unbelievable.
That's how you do an Easter feast. Well, part of it.
Part.
I mean, this can't be your whole Easter feast.
No,
I
this
mean,
is just
gosh,
maybe-
you need so much other stuff.
Now, can be, let's say that on an Easter table, on a southern Easter table, this is there like one of the antipasti.
Antipasti.
One
This
of
is
the
like an
antipasti,
appetizer.
yes,
Yeah.
you take a
This is
slice.
before
of
you
the-
even start to eat. One thing that will definitely be on our Easter table this year, mostly because of your dad.
Also because it's a tradition, also because I love them to death, also because...
But with your dad, it's law. It has to be there. Our fennel cookies, particularly these ones, which Pasta Grammarian Mary over on Patreon made.
We call them taralli because the word taralli means a lot of things in the south of Italy. They are made specifically during this period of the year, which means Easter or a little bit before Easter. And yes, they are amazing, like everything made for Easter.
Thanks for trying the recipe, Mary. The recipe for the Casatiello will be down in the video description below. If you try making it for Easter, please tag us in a picture over on Patreon, Instagram, or Facebook. By the way, we will be taking next week off because it is Easter Day, and so we're gonna be enjoying very busy with a big old feast.
We will be busy eating. Maybe we can share something.
We'll be posting some things on Instagram
If
for
we
sure,
remember,
Facebook.
if we remember
in
in between
if we can put the fork
one
down.
course and another.
But if you celebrate or not, we hope you have a really great day, and we will see you next time. Ciao.
That's mine.
This is yours.
That's mine.
I'm already like dividing this. I'm like, if we give
In
like
3 parts?
one slice to my brother, then I can have this part half, and Ava can have this half.
No, that's all mine. I deserve. I'm pregnant. I'm craving it. I have it. Now I can.
You're craving Casatiello.